All right, guys, so today we're going to be talking about 5 ways to manifest the life you want.
You want to go first?
What direction do you see me heading in?
Oh, girl, that's easy peasy. Direction of success, abundance, health, wealth, prosperity, a life with just Christ in it. Definitely just like on a journey of shining. So, for sure.
Thank you.
All right, and my question is, what do you most respect about me?
I respect how you are like a go-getter. Like you are just constantly go, go, go. But you do have to learn to slow down. Yeah, definitely. But I just love your ambition. Really, that's something like really respectable, and I admire that about you.
Thank you.
And you've always been like, I guess since I've always known you, you've just always been like up and went and go get him, you know? Like,
that's a trigger of mine.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, but I'm working on that. All right, so let's get into our 5 ways to manifest the life you want.
Yeah, so number 1 is definitely being aware of what you want and who you are. So what type of job do you imagine you having 10 years from now? Or business, you know? What type of house do you envision living in or owning? How do you want to dress? How do you want to talk?
Right.
Who do you want to surround yourself with, you know, or buy? Like, all of those little details are very important. How much money do you want in your bank account in 10 years?
For sure. And being specific as you can with those details is going to help you envision that life that you want. Because if you don't really know what it is, like she said, the details of it, how are you going to ask and create and welcome those things into your life? If you don't even...
If you're not aware, you have to be aware.
First step is being aware, for sure.
Yeah.
Second thing is you have to believe it, feel it, and envision it. So that goes into once you're aware, that's why it's step 1. Once you're aware, now you can achieve it, you can believe it, you can feel it, you can envision it, writing it down, bringing it to life, really.
Journaling it, yeah, like really putting it into perspective, journaling about it, thinking about it, you know, it's gonna... Once you're able to like really imagine like how your life could be and you know like what you want to work towards, it's going to be easier.
And thinking about it every night before bed. Like we lay in bed and we stress about all the bad things and we're, you know, oh, I gotta work tomorrow, got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. But are you laying there and being intentional with, I can't wait to have that 2-story house. I can't wait to have $150,000 in my savings. You know, that was obviously small, but...
No, but still, like, those are goals that we want to achieve. We don't have that type of money
savings
now.
Right now,
yeah, but we would love to have that type of money saved.
What type of car you want to drive, and laying in bed and just, you know, thinking about driving that Jeep and picking up my best friend in the morning for coffee with the window down.
Yeah,
like, those are things that we envision and we talk about because it's going to happen.
Go to, like, the dealership and, like, just drive your dream car so you could really, like, get that true feeling of it. Like, oh, I can get this.
Right.
You know, like, this is achievable.
My husband was car shopping and I, for fun, drove a Rover. And now I want a Rover. Now I'm like, oh, I'm getting the all black Rover, black on black. Like, it is literally the feeling of like, oh,
you experienced it in real time.
This is me.
Yeah.
Like I fit this. This is the fit for my life. And only you know what's the fit for your life.
Yeah, for sure. So number 3 would be affirm it, write it down. I cannot stress how important affirmations are. Letting you know, like, I am worthy of this. I am intelligent. I am beautiful. You know, tell yourself those things. Even tell yourself those things every day in the mirror.
Absolutely.
It's gonna feel silly. You might even laugh at yourself. I know I still kind of do at times because I go in like, you are this, you are that, I am this, you know, like I'm going to put myself up as much as I want, you know? So, yeah, definitely.
Who else is going to do it if you're not going to do it? You have to attract the energy you want.
Pray on it, you know?
And that's with those details. Pray with those details. God said he's here to be our provider. So he said, ask and you shall receive. So if we're just asking for health and wealth, well, we're healthy and we're getting by. So, we're getting what we're asking for. But if we're intentional and we're saying, God bless us with that 2-story house. God bless me with that Rover. You said that my wants and my needs, you're going to make sure come to light. So, that's when you get real detailed with your prayer and make sure that you're asking God to receive what you want.
For sure. Claim it. It's already yours.
Oh, man, for sure.
Yeah.
And then number 4 is going to be show up as the person you envision. So be aware of who you want to be. Believe it, feel it, affirm it, pray over it, show up, walk in it. If you want that car, go test drive that car. If you want that money and you want that different career path, take the necessary steps to get there. Don't just sit on the thought and ponder on the idea, but actually put it into play. If it's a career change, start researching what you need to do to make those next steps.
If it's something that you think you may be interested in, there's places that you could go and intern, or you could reach out to people and get additional information. There's master classes that you could join in. There's just a lot of different resources that I think people aren't aware of. But if it's something that you think, if you might want to start real estate, there's a lot of different even online programs that will just give you different details. Yeah, just to see if it's even something that you want to do.
And then being consistent with that person that you're envisioning. So if you envision a healthy body, you envision going to the gym, then you have to show up in the person you are now. You have to show up now going to the gym 5 times a week. You have to show up now having that healthy lifestyle.
I wouldn't say you have to start with 5 days a week. If you're a person that doesn't go to the gym. But,
But if you can, then show up as the person that you are envisioning in your mind. Don't limit yourself.
Yes.
Because that's staying comfortable.
Yeah. And I do think, get yourself there. If you said you want to go, show up. Even if you do 10 minutes on the freaking treadmill. Hey, at least you did 10 minutes. That's better than what you did yesterday. The day before. Or the day before that. It's the small little changes. Once it becomes a habit and you actually getting in your car and driving to the gym and getting out, most likely you're going to stay longer than 10 minutes because you're already there and you're already out. The hardest part is
even if you don't, it's your body getting programmed to get up and go.
It's the habit and the
doing that
routine. Just like we talked on the last episode, it's about creating that routine. Once you have a routine, it literally becomes a habit. That's why Atomic Habits is a really good book. Cue, routine, reward. So it's
you have to have the reward. Yeah, that's another.
So we'll talk on creating habits. We're excited about that one as well. So so number 5 is what you focus on will expand. So if you're constantly a negative person and you're constantly always complaining about everything in life, you're just going to continue to receive that same energy from the universe, from God. I truly believe you have to pour in. You have to pour out in order to get what you want to be poured in. You know what I mean?
You attract the energy you're putting out. So if you're being negative, you're looking for all the bad things that are going to happen to you today, then bad thing after bad thing is going to happen. But if you go into the world with light and love and positivity and I'm a lucky person, good things happen to me, then all day you're going to be blessed and you're going to be paying attention to those little things that are happening to you. So you're going to focus on the good. You're going to focus on the positive. You're going to focus on the things that are benefiting you instead of dragging you down.
And of course, it's out of our control when bad things do happen. And unfortunately, bad things do happen. We go through bad times. There are bumps in the road. But we cannot stay focused on that for too long.
But you know what's in your control?
Okay. I know what's in my
your
control.
reaction to the problem. So you can't control anything that happens to you, but you can control the way you react to it.
Exactly.
And that determines how big of a problem it is.
Yes. So you can't control what happens, but you could control how you react to it. So,
it's up to you. So those are the 5 ways that you can manifest the life you want. Be aware of what you want. Get really specific. Believe it. There's no limitations on what you deserve. Only you know for yourself what you believe, what you deserve, and what you're capable of. The third thing, affirm it, write it down, pray over it, align yourself with the universe or God, whatever you believe in. The fourth thing, show up as the person that you envision. Yes. Show up for the person that you want to be. And number 5, focus on what you want to expand in. So focus on the good, focus on where you're headed.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to leave you guys off with a quote from the book 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think. And it says, I can change my experience just by deciding to see things differently. I may not be in control of what happens around and toward me, but I am always in control of how I see it, how I respond to it, and how I react. At the end of the day, that is all I am responsible for.